Hey, so I'm still hammering away at this playthrough in the Northern Forest, and now I made it to Tier 5. I've got my iron and my steel factory doing a lot more work now. Did some more infrastructure work. I built a motor factory, and this is it here. I've known for a while I wanted to put something here. It's really convenient in a lot of ways, but I've been kind of procrastinating because there's so many rocks and trees and things that I can't remove. But I'm pretty happy with this solution. It's dead simple on the inside. There's just a rectangle with a raised loft in the middle. And its main point is making motors, but it also makes its own stators that it needs, and wire as a copper node right below it. It also makes its own steel ingots. Uh-oh, sounds like I got kitten spiders. You know, I think I will take advantage of that passive mode coming in Update 7. So this is a motor factory now. I might change it up. My other two factories are shipping over all the ingredients already for heavy modular frames, so I might convert this to a heavy modular frame factory and move the motor stuff outside to a different building. Either way, I think I might move the smelters outside to some other place because I don't know why, it just feels weird. They make so much smoke, and in a place with low ceilings, it just seems odd. I kind of like the way Valheim handles smoke, where you have to make chimneys or you die. Anyway, that's about all there is to this building. It's real small. I like them small. It's one of the reasons I'm looking forward to cheaper overclocking. Anyway, I'll show you some other stuff I did since the last time. Whoa. Hello. I got all the lights unlocked now, so I've been going around starting to add lights. I added these to my first building. I think they look really good, but unfortunately, probably gonna have to go. If you stick around for the making of part of this video at the end, you'll see why. Anyway, up here at my real steel factory, I had to get coal to it from across the way there. It goes down through a cave, a little hole in the cliff. The bridge for the coal needed to go across some sulfur nodes. Thought that might get messy, but I just built the houses for the sulfur miners kind of into the bridge, and they had their sulfur to the coal going across, and I think it worked out pretty good. Turns out the bridge, though, is right in the flight path of that moth thing. It just clears it. Got really lucky. In that last video, this was just an empty building, and it's actually got some machines in it now, mostly on the upper floors. There's only a couple in the main atrium here. It's these two guys making encased industrial beams. Because I wanted to leave the atrium mostly open for now because of Fixmas. I thought maybe there's some Fixmas stuff in here. Maybe Fixmas tree right there. Actually, maybe over there. But there's a lot of other stuff upstairs. This row here is making a quickwire, even though I don't have anything to do with quickwire yet. So storing it, hoarding it. I heard about the compacted coal recipe from somebody on Reddit, and it sounded perfect because I got all this coal and the sulfur. And then the very next hard drive I found, like that same day, I got that recipe, so I'm making compacted coal. Also pipes. Lots of pipes. I think that's all the new stuff, or at least the new stuff that I'm willing to show. If you want to know how I designed and made this stuff, motor factory or the other stuff, just stick around. I made Made a little making of video, and here it is. I guess here's the side of my new motor factory I'm gonna put in. I've had this sketch sitting there for a while. First thing I did is delete it. I think I can do better than that. I was thinking maybe a big old round cantilever on this end. There's a bunch of curves in the area, like these things, archways. I love those things. I wish they were a little more to the right. I got this curve, so I'm gonna try that. Yeah, it's a little too bad. The angle of the sun right here really makes the non-true roundness of those foundations. You can see all those seams. Still, I think this thing has potential. If I can keep it from looking too Jetsons. I bet nobody gets that reference. Well, that was quick. I think I'm already starting to lose my faith about this approach. Thing is, this bridge comes into the back, and I think I know what I would need to do to make it good at this side. And it's a lot of trouble, and I don't think I want to do it. I think I want to try an idea I've been kicking around for a while, actually, and to get over, we have so many cases where you got to lift the building up and over stuff. I was wondering about maybe making kind of a exoskeleton frame that is just massive, and it suspends the factory above the ground from the top. There's a lot of stuff I can't move on the ground level, but none of it's that high, so I think I can drop the factory part down quite a ways, have it still clear it. There's room for a few floors, actually. Ugh. Got my first problem. It's that bridge for the belts again. This is no good. I think I'm gonna have to move it. And that affects a lot of stuff on this side. And now I noticed an even worse problem over here. I guess I measured wrong or something. This tree, there's no way it's gonna fit. Well, the fact is that was taller than I needed, and it was gonna have to be asymmetrical anyway. Maybe I go smaller on this, shorter on this side, so I can clear that tree. It actually looks, I actually kind of like this. Well, if I go 3 pillars like this, then I can run the bridge right into this section here. And maybe I close it off and make it, just about receiving the belts. looks like shit. It's totally out of balance now. That left side cantilever looks just completely out of place. Yeah, I think I like it better with the whole thing one narrow strip anyway. I've been using this double line treatment to help tie all the buildings in the campus together. I'm going to do it again here, even though I think I'm in danger of overusing it. The rest of the building's so close to symmetrical now that the bridge will fuck that up if I make a big deal of it. So I'm going to shove it down underneath and like de-emphasize it, make it, just like plumbing. Pretend it's not there. I'm not looking forward to moving this. I gotta move this whole thing over here. It looks pretty cool from down here. I think when it's time to make those pretentious drone pans and stuff, I'll definitely use this shot. The factory part's pretty narrow now. Obviously it's gotta be. I like it. I like the way it looks, but I'm just worried it's not tall enough now. I think I need 2 floors, and I really don't want to make it taller if I don't have to. I think I got a nice solve for the ceiling height. I'm just gonna leave the whole thing one space, but I'm gonna put a loft here in the middle. And then if I raise just that part of the ceiling a bit, it will look okay. It's still gonna be kind of cramped and dark. So I think I'll put some skylights up there. I like skylights. The electric lights in the game to me, they're a little hard to use, but the sun works great. For skylights, I like to use the glass foundations instead of the glass roofs. I almost don't want to tell you why, because it sounds kind of ridiculous, but here, let me show you. I'll change these out with roofs. You know how in games, when you get farther away from an object, the textures get swapped out for something lower res? Well, here's the deal. The glass foundations do that really well, but wait for it. Wah. You almost never see it, but looking down at your base from one of the high cliffs, you want it to look good. These full frame windows don't have a frame at the bottom, but it's nothing a painted beam can't fix. Alright, I got the bridge moved. And I got this moved, but now this building looks too close to being symmetrical without being symmetrical. So I think I'm gonna chop off this side here. And then I'm gonna extend the left side out just a little bit. See why I didn't want to move that stupid bridge? Well, I'm over here. I think roofs look a little more realistic if you add like a little flashing to the top or extend it up just slightly. Alright, it's looking pretty good. Better than when we started, for sure. Looking at it from back here, though, those pillars look a little spindly. Also, I don't think I want one in the middle. I think going with 2 just massive fuck-off pillars in the front would be great. I like 2 in the front, but I think I'm gonna have to leave the back as it is, because if I go with 2, I'm gonna want to set them wider apart, and this stupid miner. I don't know, that's okay. It doesn't have to have the same number of pillars in the back. Those front pillars are so wide now, I thought, well, there's room for some kind of embellishment. I tried this, but You know what? I think it just takes away too much testosterone. You know, it just doesn't look as mean. I've noticed that when I start adding little details like this, either I think the building's almost done, or there's some huge problem that I'm just procrastinating. In this case, I think it's done, almost. I feel kind of bad for these poor guys, because I'm about to pave over their favorite watering hole here. Yeah, I thought I was done, but I forgot about all this spaghetti under here after the bridge is fine, but there's also some miners back here. I gotta figure out how to get these things to come in. Damn it. Sorry, Belle. Thought I'd try one of these things. I'm using these some other places, but I'd still have to have this belt go right across the ground. I'm not crazy about that. I thought maybe combining these two into one, it's one less piece of clutter. It looks kind of cool, but if you look back here, I mean, that is barely not spaghetti. And it's not necessary. I could just make a single bridge for both of these. Well, now that I've done that, I'm definitely not gonna have this one be the only one coming on the ground, so I don't need this thing. I'm just gonna build another bridge for this guy. So all the ones in the back are gonna come across bridges, just like all the ones in the front come across a bridge. Okay. I think that's all for this building anyway. It's funny, it's just a simple box, but man, it took a while to get it to be the kind of simple box I wanted it to be. Alright, I think that's enough real work for a while. I'm going to take a break maybe and play with the Fixmas stuff, I think. No, oh wait, there was one thing. I got lights now, so I want to go back and try to light up those circles in my first building. Ugh. Look, it doesn't even, it doesn't light the sides. I mean, light gets through, but it doesn't, the whole point is to light those sides. I didn't realize how much higher than the holes the lights need to be to get light through. I'm gonna have to raise the roof a little bit. I think I need to put that medium-sized row of foundations up on top. Because see how it tiles? I mean, it makes kind of a little stripe just the way it tiles. Yeah, that's better. It's still not working because the lights are too big. They don't tile in sync with the holes. I'm gonna try those other lights. Now we're talking. I like these lights a lot. I use them for a lot of things. They're the most versatile lights I think we've got. I like this. I want to see what it looks like on the outside. What the? God damn it. That sucks. Because I think it looks great on the inside. I'm going to leave it for now. Maybe, who knows, maybe update 7 will fix it. Still, progress. I've unlocked the oil milestone now, and I struggle with fluids, so it may be a while before my next video.